All right. Let's see here. Thinking about making a YouTube video today with my TA and let's see here. Now, I've been looking at Dogecoin. I've been looking at crypto because, out of all the shit coins, right? The only one that's endorsed by a millionaire is going to be Dogecoin. Elon Musk, everyone knows, right? The Doge father. So, yeah, I mean, this is the only one I really feel it's backed by anything. It's just, crypto's not really backed by anything, right? Well, if a millionaire says, hey, I might be able to use Bitcoin or Dogecoin as, currency for my vehicles, right? Then it means something, right? Because, if I own a shovel company and no one else makes shovels, right? It's only me. I own the shovel company and no one else has the technology. Right? They all live in the Stone Age. um, I can tell you how much each shovel is going to be worth. Right? I make the prices because it's supply and demand, and I'm the only one with the supply. Right? So, I set the demand. I think I have that right. Anyways, so yeah, if someone says it's worth something, then like what is the $100 bill worth, right? Well, it's worth whatever you think it's worth because it's no longer on the gold standard. It's fiat currency, right? So, shitcoin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, toy coin, it's whatever you think it's worth. The dollar, the ruble, whatever, right? The peso. Um, so I did a video last night just letting the TA run, and that way, if anyone was like, interested in it, I got a friend of mine that recently found out that I had a YouTube channel. He was like, "Well, I want to get into TA. I want to be, the T, the day trader type." Stomach. The day trader type guy, right? I'm like, well, originally that was my plan, right? The day trader guy. But once I learned fundamental analysis and started seeing, how much, you know, slower becomes faster. If that makes any sense? Slower is faster because there's a lot of benefits behind it. Tax reductions. You don't hurt you so much. You know, accumulation, a slow rate. Um, there's the will strategy. There's the covered call scenario, right? So it has its own benefit, and it's actually faster. Slower is faster. At least that's the way I see it. Because when you accumulate and you have this great, pool of this bunch of shares, right? When it goes up, you know, couple percent quantity, it's like it really makes a big difference rather than day trading is when you only have a set amount of money you're willing to risk, you know. Oof. So yeah, it's seems to be more logical. Then now day trading is a side quest for me. It's something that after my investments mature and I have the capital to do so without hurting my investments without then I'll do so. But yeah, I think this really doesn't serve too much of a purpose. This is the Dogecoin short volume. I'm trying to see if it can relate to the chart, if it has a purpose, if it's able to be read, if I can read it and incorporate it. within the chart and within the graphs, and have it have a a unique point, um, a description, something that if it could tell the story, if it has value to it. But I haven't seen anything yet. Hmm. So let's see here. Let me go to a higher time frame. This is the reason why I'm really looking at Dogecoin. If it is so, this is my theory, right? If it is so, and we do have a Bitcoin rally coming up, like everyone's suggesting, but everyone always suggests we're going to have a Bitcoin rally until it fails, and then we're going to go down, right? The idea is, oh man, is let's see here. Okay. That's going to be the weekly. No, let's do it like this. Let's do the 13-day, and let's do the daily here. All right. And let's shrink this a little bit. Okay. Here's the short volume. Let's pull the chart back a little bit. Ooh, just a little bit more. All right, and I guess we could kind of pull this like that. Something unique. Was it? Maybe this was on the weekly instead. Yeah, okay. Then the 13-day. Mm-hmm. And well, this graph doesn't cooperate with it on that time frame. Kind of does there. Okay. So daily. All right, I'm going to take myself down here. Well, I can see the chart clearer. Ooh. Okay. I guess my stomach is going to be bubbling. I thought I fixed this. What is that? Okay. Let's see. No. All right. So there was this big divergence here, um, coming up to around September the 8th, I guess. And there was going to be a pop. I'm going to have to probably get rid of this. Let's remove that. Okay. And so there was that. And then you can see this cup like shape from the divergence taking place here, right? Now, the thing is that if the accumulation zone was here around 8 to 10 cents, um, if you were to accumulate around 8 to 10 cents and maybe even throw in, I guess, a higher 12 cents, so we'll say you're at 11 cents ish, right? If your average is around 10 to 11 cents, and we do have a monster rally coming up with the coins, right? And we do make it up to test the high around 70 cents, right? Then that'll be a seven bagger coming up at the average of 10 cents, right? So the likelihood for that to happen, I believe, is greater than the likelihood for Bitcoin to 7x, right? Even though it might be it's going to have a monster run, right? If Bitcoin 7x'd, like if Dogecoin was to make it to its prior top, then let's see, let me get my calculator out. So it's currently sitting, we're going to say 70K, right? Times seven. So we're probably, you can round, it's $490,000, but you could round up and say $500,000. So Bitcoin would have to make it up to $500,000, right? Where Dogecoin could just, go back up to 70 cents, um, you know, and have that 7x or happen, right? Have that seven bag happen. So I think the odds are in the favor. If I wanted to invest, I guess you could call it, we're using supply and demand, since there is no intrinsic value. You can't do an intrinsic value calculation when nothing has any value to it, but you can do supply and demand. And if we're gonna break into an uptrend, currently we're in this downtrend, but this right here could actually be a bull flag, where this cup was forming, right here. So wait a minute. Well, you could call this the cup right here, right? And then that, I guess, where the cup's top would be here. This is a bull flag. So if we get a breakout above, I would say, well, it has to be in this zone. The safest breakout would be above 30 cents, 32 cents, or even 36 cents, somewhere between that range. 30 cents, 32 cents, 36 cents. So we get a breakout above this right here. Then we're off to the races. Let me see here. We are in positive momentum, right? There is positive cash flow coming in right here, right? This is on the daily chart. And on the weekly chart, you could, oh no, I gotta get rid of this one too. So the hyperwave is pointing up. You can see the negative oscillation here with this indicator is coming down. It's still in, for the weekly, it's a longer time frame, so it's going to take a while. But you can see right here in the background, barely, but you can see how these are about to swap places. They're about to crisscross how we did here to negative, from positive to negative to negative to from negative to positive. It's coming up, right? You can see it right there, and then this also. But on the daily, you can see the overflow. It kicked in right here around October the 14th, and it's pushing higher. So the algos suggest it to go up, and it shouldn't be testing anything anytime. But it's at the top of its trend right here on the daily, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if it pulls back to at least a 200-day moving average, which is around 12 cents, 13 cents. And on the weekly, this just needs to flip from negative to positive on the trend. You can see this whale belly right here on the weekly. That's what I like to call it, because it looks like it, right? It's like a big dump and then a pump, right? It was on there for Clover Health too. Let's see, where is Clover at? Right here. Okay. here and over here. This is my day trading. Ooh, man, my day trading template. I was checking out 23andMe's because I have the product. My DNA is in it, so it's important for me to try to gather any kind of information that I can to support the community, and hopefully the higher ups in there can make some changes like Clover Health did and start becoming a profitable company. I would hate to see it, fail and have to sell out or go bankrupt. It's horrible. Since I'm a lifetime member, I've paid for the thing. So I mean, it has a divergence here, right? And there's a lot of negative going on there. It does have a divergence here also. So it's like when this indicator starts having divergences like this, there's typically some type of upward price action coming up. In the weekly chart, distant future. So yeah, but where is Clover Health at? This is my Clover Health template right here. This is more on point for me when it comes down to this, to keeping an eye on Clover. So on this one right here, we have the next trough coming in for Clover on the dotted one. The silver one, straight line, is going to be the S&P 500 right here, and then Clover itself right here. So sometime in between here, it's going to be, we cut it down the middle, November the 13th. We should start seeing the end of the accumulation around that time for this local bottom that's about to be made. And then off to the races again. The support from the weekly chart is going to be right here around $2.50. But I don't think it's going to make it to that. I think it's going to respect the daily chart, which is going to be at this level or higher. I know there's a dark pool order that went through around $3.50. So this doesn't, I don't have an indicator for that. Maybe in the future there will be one, but it's right here. And then the actual, order blocks is going to be right here. Let's see. Yeah. Time frames. The order blocks. So, the algos, they ain't really saying too much over here. It's consolidating. I highly doubt this is going to happen. I figure consolidating, then it's going to bounce and continue its trend up. But yeah, that's that there. And then over here, I have my own manual algo waves going on here. I'm expecting for the long term consolidation to happen right here, but these things could be adjusted, as time progresses. It's all speculation until it's not. Ditto for this one here. But there was a divergence, like here, there was a divergence, right? It still went higher, right? Still positive. So it doesn't matter. It's just going to consolidate like it did here and then pop up. It's positive. It's positive right here. You go in here, you can see this was buying opportunity. Well, maybe. To me, these zones right here are more a buying opportunity. these gray zones rather than the blue zones, but it can be interpreted as a buying opportunity as long as it does not cross into a negative, which kind of is trying to right now. We'll see if it flips sometime next week. If it continues to hold, because it within itself is a divergence, because this is going negative and then this is going positive, but yet this is sloping down somewhat. But it could have it could be choppy like this. So the overall in the background, the overflow is there, and the flow is starting to kick in. And then also, there's multiple indicators suggesting positive scenarios. They're all suggesting positive scenarios. On the day trader, minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, scenario, it's the 3 and the 8 EMA, and they all cross negatively. So the structure in the smaller, the intraday time frames are negative here. So that would have to start flipping positive, and you start seeing it from the 1 minute all the way, working its way to the 2 hour, vice versa right here. These are the minutes, 200, 40 minutes. So it does have a divergence coming in here if it continues to roll over. Hopefully it does not, but this is a longer strip, this strip right here, this wave. This is more of a slower pace move. That's the reason why they call this the hyper wave, or I like to call it the hyperactive wave, right? Because it responds really quickly. It's good for whiplashes. um, but yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say that bottoming, that whale belly, that bottoming scenario, like right here. You got this divergence right here from here to here on the wave, and then you got this big ass sell off, right? And it went negative twice, but since the indicator, right, the technicals did not respond to a lower, it was a higher low, which creates that divergence there, which is that whale belly here, which is, when these indicators light up like this, those are buying zones. If you got the fundamentals going up, right, you got the technicals going down, that's a buying opportunity. Right? I like to look at the earnings per share on some other apps that I have. They graph it. They graph the earnings per share, and if the earnings per share is increasing, even though it's negative, it's still increasing. Stock is going down. Then the value of it is increasing, and that would mean it's undervalued if it does hit that level, right? I think I had short volume on here at one point in time. So, yeah, we should start seeing it rise. This downward scenario could be faded, right? Um, or, maybe it'll be short lived. If it even happens, like I said, it's all speculation until it's not. Down there, up here. This would be the bottoming area. And then this one kind of was still upward, because this is considered an RSI right here. It's an upward. This is considered a market structure. Yeah, market structure. I could light it up on the candlesticks, but I choose just to use the trend right here. This is a I call it the hyper trend, and then this would be like the overall trend. Longer time frame, of course. Positive. Everything looks good. There is rolling over action here, but it could stay overbought for a long period of time. But yeah, I'm expecting some kind of consolidation up until somewhere right here, November the 13th, give or take, probably a week, and then off to the races again on that. But yeah, that was that whale bottom right here. You could see it, how it strips around. If I had a whole bunch of moving averages, it would look like this right here, that zone. Okay. Let's go back to Dogecoin. Weekly. So there was a lot of support right here. There was a lot of demand. If you look back at it, no one knows how far this thing can go down until it starts showing some upward movement. Um, there was a divergence here, a divergence here. That could be double bottom, cup and handle on the weekly, maybe. It is turning from negative to positive. The ribbing is rolling over. The center of it is probably going to be somewhere between here, this zone right there. You call that like a fair value. And then you can see like this whale bottom building up right here. Like that would be considered a dump. And right here, downward. Now it's turning up. It's turning positive. Start seeing this negative cash flow continue to move down as this one on the daily continues to move up. But anything around 10 cents was a buying opportunity for Dogecoin, especially if you're going to be long-term hold and wait or have a price target, maybe somewhere right here. That would be a 3-bagger. You could go for a fucking 7-bagger right at the top. But let's go back to the day trading scenario, the 3-minute. And I think the 3-minute and the 30-minute work good because I went through other time frames and you can't really see the trend that well. If you go too high, then you're not going to be able to see where the supply and demand is for smaller time frames. So right here on the 30-minute, let me make sure I got this right. There we go. That's that. 10, 17. Okay. You got to continuously adjust the optimized sensitivity on the day trading scenario. It fluctuates quickly. So we got to buy at a level 4, which is the highest ranking level, but I think 3s tend to be more accurate compared to 4s, even though 4s are supposed to be more stronger. They have a stronger signal, like right here. And let's get this one back up here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. Lower this a little bit more. And then we'll probably tell this to be... no, that's not it. Okay, whatever. So it's pointing up. We got the upward. There's a divergence right here between this one to that one. So that's a red flag. You can see it starting to move down. It's probably going to roll over, or it could consolidate. It looks like it's suggesting a consolidation here on the 3-minute. On the 30-minute, it's still in an upward positive trend. They went from negative to positive. The longer time frame is suggested to go up. If we check the 1 hour, structure is up. 2 hour. The negative is rolling over. 4 hour. The positive scenario is kind of rolling over here. Yeah, it's at the bottom of the. Nope, there it is. So the bottom would be here of the trend on the 4 hour. So what we could do is we could get a horizontal line. Horizontal line, right? And then say if it was to come down here, that right here at this zone, and you'd have to make it to where it goes inside in layout so you can see it on the other chart. And we will lock it in place. It's green. Let's turn it to white and get it thicker. There we go. Okay. So that right there would probably be the discount zone. On an upward structure, as long as it keeps the trend on the 4 hour intact. So okay, and then let's check the 6 hour. Going too far ahead, that's not good though. Yeah, still in an upward trend. All right, let's go back to the 30 minutes. It is rolling over here on that, but we're focusing on the lower time frames right now because it's picking up, right? This is where the resistance would be. This is where the support would be. This is the bottom of the trend on the 4 hour, right? So it's kind of in between these two supports. Still in the upward movement. We got positive on the lower time frames, the 1, the 5, the 15, the 30, and with the 3 and 8 EMA. And also the structure on this one, other than the day itself, is down. The weekly and the monthly are both green. So there you go. Higher time frames. That divergence here could be kicked out if it goes a little bit higher, say like right there. But I don't think it will. It doesn't show like it's going to do that. It shows like it wants to roll over or consolidate to at least at least for right now, even though it's pointing up. So the candles turn dark red like that because I have a indicator right here. It's a candlestick pattern finder. And when there is some significance, it brings it to your attention by changing the candlestick color, like how it did dark red here. And if it turns dark green, then that's the opposite effect. I don't know if I could show you an example. Maybe. No, it has to have a. It has to be described as so. Okay. I don't think maybe the higher time frames. See how it has it right here, like that. The bearish engulfing candles. Bearish engulfing pattern appears at the top of a downtrend 2 bar pattern. Yeah. And then these X's also mean there's weakness in it. Then you got this divergence. That's an auto. It's not too significant. But The trend strength is around 30.55. I do have another trend indicator on here that tells something similar. The volatility is low, and the volume sentiment is 12% on the positive side. Volume sentiment over here is negative 17%. So the volume has dropped, but on the daily or the 30-minute, it's up. Let's get rid of that. It's starting to kind of like level off here. As long as they're going up, then they're not rolling over. That can't qualify as a divergence. The bars are going higher than the previous ones. It's just an oscillation, still in an upward trajectory, even though showing red flags with the candlestick pattern finder. And the 30-minute longer time frame is going to be your friend. Everything is pointing up, moving from negative to positive. So it's going positive here. It looks like we're about to break out of this resistance zone right here at 14 cents. 14, where's 15 cents at? Oh shit. Still in the 14 cents range. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do. 15 cents is over here. Still positive. That right there, that order block that never popped, it might be where the resistance is always kept at. See, right here, it was there also. And right here, this is where it was built. This is where the resistance was created in the short term. In the long term, well, on the 30-minute, the 30-minute chart is significant. Once I'm able to incorporate with, I guess you call it muscle memory or crystallized intelligence, what these indicators are trying, what they're describing, then I'll be able to simplify the chart and not rely on training wheels anymore. But go to say it takes 10,000 hours to master a trade, right? Any skill, any trade. It's going to take me years to have 10,000 hours. Years. How long do people normally day trade? Per day, they probably do it maybe 4 to 6 hours max a day. How many trading days are available? How many trading days are available?
Here's what I found.
Okay. There's 250 to 252 trading days. So if you do, what is it? We'll go for the higher one at 252 trading days. Where's my calculator? 252 trading days times. We'll say we'll say a day trader trades 6 hours a day, right? Which is not correct. More like 4 hours, I would think. But we'll use 6 hours. So we'll times it by 6. So that's roughly 1,512 hours per year. So what you times that by 7 years. Yeah. So you would have to day trade for like over 5 years to get close to that 10,000 hours, and that's doing it 6 hours a day. So yeah, it's going to take a long freaking time. That's the reason why I have so many indicators on here. That way, maybe I could, you know, kick the learning curve, right? It's always trying to optimize my scenarios. And once I'm established myself and simplify the charts a little bit more instead of increasing the difficulty on them, then it's time to put the plan in action. See where we go from there. But if I wanted to, let's see here, we go to paper trading, right? Pull out my paper trading account. Got 41 minutes into this video. Oh, I have a long position. Holy shit, I forgot to close it. Okay, I guess I'm just going to have to take that profit. I can do a couple trades. $17,000. Where was this at? Let's find out what day I put it in. It says 14. What? No, that can't be right. Oh, yeah. Okay, it was like at 12 cents at some point in time. Was there a date on here? History? Let's see here. I accumulated, I guess. Wasn't just a trade. Said 59 or 95 field, all 100. So it calculates 100, I guess. 5 canceled, rejected was none. Let's put it on the daily so I can track this. No, it's not going to. Oh, there it goes. But it's not going to show up on this second chart. Daily. I think the buy order is going to show up on here. I don't think it was on the 17th of October. It had to have been at the top in September. I haven't been on the computer practicing in a couple of weeks now, so yeah, I got it at the top. Had to have been. All right, whatever. Let's just lock in the profit so I can do some trading. So I started off with $100,000 on my account, and I got it up to, I guess, $466,000. But it's I've been doing it like with no rules really. I would have to create a trading method that has rules, then apply that method and see what the accomplishments, see what I can do with it, using a method and sticking by the rules. This is pretty much just like going with the flow. If I feel like it, if I don't feel like it, so it's more of a gut, type of trading scenario, gut feeling. Okay, yeah, I got it on the daily, and we need to go back to the 3 minute. I have only 15 minutes left for this video, so it's going to have to be quick. I might have to go to a lower time frame. Let's see here. No. Let's do that. Let's go to the 5 minute, and then we'll put this on the 30 seconds. Okay. $5 minute and 30 seconds. And I don't want to risk so much. Well, yeah, I guess so. We'll only do 3 purchases max, fail or succeed um, by this scenario here. So everything is pointing down. Okay. It's negative. Looks like it's kind of rolling over here. The 5 minute is positive. It's not at the bottom of the trend though, so it's not in a discounted zone. It looks like the RSI wants to roll over. The hyperwave went positive, so let's just do a buy order there. I got up to 3 buys to establish a position and then ride it either to succeed or to fail. Now I know there's a way you could put a stop loss on here, so we'll do a stop loss right below that, and we'll do a take profit right up here. Uh-huh. It looks like it wants to roll over, so we'll. No, we got a lot. You got negative coming in here, right there. It's pointing down. Wait for these lines to get closer to touch. And it's still coming up with more negative scenario. See, it's locked in this right here, this resistant zone. Looks like it's going to smash my stop loss. There it goes. I failed. I failed. No. Oh, it's all right. Okay. The EMAs are positive all except for the 1 minute, which is probably going to be the most important one because I'm on the lowest time frame that I like to trade off of. I don't want to go anything smaller than 30 seconds. It's like a little bit too quick. Talk about super scalping, right? I Okay, let's do a short position. And let's set the stop loss right in the center or the top of this order block. And we'll do a take profit probably at this order block. Uh-oh. There is some support being built. These green bars coming up. Resistance is being built a little bit. It kind of like gives you the sentiment of the candlestick. But like I like to trust the hyperwave, and I like to trust this indicator right here is like an RSI indicator. And then if the this one I consider it to be a little bit more on the longer time frame, even though it's on this one, it doesn't roll over too easily. It takes a lot to push it. So this one right here is like more, it's less whiplashy. It's more stronger on the direction. There you go. Then it turns red. If it turns green, it's overbought. If it turns red, it's oversold. But you know things can stay that way for a long period of time. So the bottom of the trend right here, it's pretty much just doing the same thing here on the 5 minute. I think I'm just going to take the profit right there. Get that feeling. And then we'll do a buy order and see. I'm probably going to lose this buy order because everything's telling me not to take it. Like you got the selling coming in, you got the overflow kicking in right here. It's like it's still going to be selling off. So you got the whale dump indicator. Its still trajectory is down. It's like don't do it, but it's at the bottom of the trend, and the trend is your friend on both levels. I only got like 5 minutes left for this video, so I'm trying to just do something quick right here. Let's go! Let's go! Three of them. Come on, that's that. Pop. Turn over for me. Okay, we're gonna do a stop loss underneath this block order here. And we're gonna do a take profit right here at this one. Oh, too bad it disappears. Damn it. I need to learn how to read level 2. I got to up to, oh shit, I need to optimize it. 14, 13. Yeah, everything says it wants to go up. It's going to cross over. Like I said, the trend is your friend. So we'll see what happens. We start seeing the hyperwave roll up, and this this wave indicator rolling down, as well as the negative cash flow starting to dissipate. It is rolling down here, but it's still positive. See, bounces can occur even while it rolls down, as long as the hyperwave is pointing up. And now it's starting to show a little positivity right here. Where did it go? Oh, it's right there. The longer wave is rolled over It is in the discount zone. That right there is a buy. This right here is like a whale bottom. When this green area gets involved with a rolling scenario here, it's like a whale bottom. Well, I don't got that much time. Hopefully this comes to a conclusion. Should pop it. My take profit zone. All right, so that was like, let's go look at the history. I don't remember how much I started off with, but I set it on there in the beginning of the video before I started trading. So if you could rewind it, you could see how much the profit was on that, those three trades. But I'm gonna have to come to a conclusion here on this video. Trading journal, but it doesn't tell you what the gains were. $150 on that one, $19 on this one, and then I lost that one. Okay, here it goes. Yeah, this is the realized profit and loss. So I lost $36. What was called $37. I was up $20. So and then the $156. So let me get my calculator out here. I'm gonna do was that 150? We'll round it up to $157, and then we'll take away the $37, which is 120. Then we're at the 20, which is 140. So I made $140 within that time frame, trading just with gut feeling. No method. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday night. Peace out.